person who I'm going to interview right now is somebody who I've known for quite a bit of time. Somebody who I've seen grow in an industry that it didn't exist 6-7 years ago. The idea of us chefs and restaurateurs buying stuff has always been the wet markets, distributors. It's always been hard to get VAT rent invoices. It's always hard to get quality. It's always hard to get ingredients and just ingredients that are not mass produced. So when you built Camaro, it changed the industry. Taku, let's take it back to when you first came to Vietnam.
Right.
And what drove you to Vietnam?
Sure. It's been a long story. I'm in Vietnam for 8 years right now. I'm from Japan. Grew up in Japan, studied abroad in US, and I used to be an investment banker in Japan. But back in 8 years ago, I moved to Vietnam. I moved to Ho Chi Minh City to join Pizza for Peace in the very early days. That time only there is one store at the small alley in the Le Tanton in Ho Chi Minh City. That was like kind of life changing moment. Like, no, I was an investment banker, but my dream is opening my own restaurant. But in Japan, doing F&B business is very tough. The population is going down, the deflation, a lot of competition. So I decided to look at the Southeast Asian market, and I found the just article about the Pizza for Peace, and I feel that's potential to expand in the future. That's why I joined For Peace, and I did a COO for 3 years. That's how I came to Vietnam. And during my work in a Pizza for Peace, I do a lot of the back office work. Actually, I was the one who in charge to open the first store in Hanoi. It was in Ly Gok Su, so it's closed already, sadly. But during my journey, so I feel like the supply chain and the purchasing in Vietnam is still so much fragmentation, a lot of difficulty. When I was there, I tried to buy things, sometimes supplier not really responsible, or don't deliver to me or on time, or deliver long item. A lot of problem happen. So compared to what it is in Japan, I feel there is a gap about what it should be and what it is right now. So I'm trying to fill the gap of at that, and we try to offer the affordable price, on-time delivery, as much as we deliver what they order. If there is some problem, we try to be responsible as much as possible, doing a good service. That's what Kamereo do. To achieve so, basically, we are managing the whole supply chain. We are mostly selling vegetable and fruit right now. We do have collection point in Dalat to collect all the vegetable from a lot of small farmer directly, and we do have middleman logistics from Dalat to Ho Chi Minh City by cold truck every single day, and deliver to customer doorstep by bike or truck. So literally, basically, within the 1 day from the harvest and stuff. So try to make sure the freshness and stuff. That's pretty much what I do and why I come to Vietnam.
All right, let's ask some more harder questions. Why? What made you come up with this idea? Did you see something in the market that was missing? Did you see a opportunity to build something on a grander scale? What was the reason why you did this?
So I think most of the business in Vietnam are SME. Even though there is some chain restaurant, it's still not really so big. So basically, they don't have really purchasing resource or purchasing power to buy directly from the farmers or as gross as the producer. So I come up with the ideas. Now, why don't we aggregate all the volume from the a lot of buyers, and we help them to source directly from farmer or importer or producer. That way we can lower the price, or we can make sure the more quality or quantity. That's basically what we are working on. Yeah.
This is going to get really sad for a minute, but I'll promise it'll get happy after that. What are your biggest challenges as a CEO, a startup in tech in a country that isn't a country that you were born in? What do you find the most challenging in what you do?
I think doing a startup always super, super, super hard. Sometimes I think 10% of the time very happy, exciting. 90% of the time is very stressed, right? If you look at my the cash in the bank, every month is going down, 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 right? And then until it go down to the zero, I either need to be profitable or need to be raising another round of investment, right? And we decided to still burn the money to grow the business faster, to make the much more great business for long term in the long term. So until that moment, basically, we need to keep growing, keep raising, keep growing, keep raising. And that is super, super tough. I need to convince all the people, investor, but also I need to convince the customer and employee too. In early days, people don't trust ideas, right? Or why you can do, no? It's very difficult. Managing farmers so tough, right? I know it's tough, but if I do something everyone can do, it's no meaning. There is no differentiation point. So we try to solve the problem which is difficult, which not so many people are gonna try to tackle. And then once I tackle and it work well, it's going to be a very interesting business we could build. Yeah, so I think I don't know what the question, but
You don't
yeah,
really...
you won't worry stuff.
Okay. I think a lot of restaurants and chefs were used to the distribution channels that we've worked with and we've built relationships with. Are you a tech company? Are you a delivery company? What do you consider Camaro be?
Right, that's a really good question. We call our business as tech-enabled supplier. I think only by tech in Vietnam, since still the labor cost is relatively cheap and most of them are SME, it's a bit difficult to charge like a monthly fee or annual fee out of small wallet of SME. And they feel like, we have a people. We can do by people, right? That's why we don't take any monthly charge or something as a fixed cost. And we do try to give the better supply in terms of the price, quality, operation, and service, right? To support, we need a tech, right? Imagine if I deliver to 5 restaurants per day, maybe I don't need a tech. I just get order by phone call or Zalo. And then let my team, okay, go, right? That's fine. However, we are delivering to like thousands of restaurants, right? At the moment, we need a tech to support all the operation, right? Because if we don't deliver on time, if we don't deliver what they order, they are churned. They don't order again, right? So we have to keep growing with, or even with improving the quality of operation. And to do so, we need to invest in the tech area. Yeah.
Last 2 questions. I'll take questions from the audience because this is really, really interesting. This question, knowing what you know now, being that what we've gone through thus far with all the things in the world, what did you learn at the present day Taku? Because I've known you for so long. What did you learn now? And what advice would you give that person who had this big dream 5-6 years ago? What would you tell that person?
I think that's a good, difficult question, but I think a lot of lesson I learned from the journey of 4 years. I learned Kamereo. One thing is I think about, it's all about expectation. I expect sometimes too much to the team, and then the team like leaving the company a lot. So we need to set all the expectation about. Sometimes we need to compromise, right? Because we try to achieve the goal, and ideally, I achieve here within the 2 years or something. However, sometimes it's impossible. But before, I actually push. Okay, let's do. We should do. No, we have to grow fast, right? But right now, I push for a lot of most important things. But the rest, I'm more easygoing and more kind of the compromise, so that like we can balance about the motivation of the team, and then maybe we cannot reach in the certain frame at the 2x, but maybe little longer time in the 2x, but that's fine. So I think the basically we are control the expectation, and sometimes compromise. Don't push everything. That's one thing I think I learned. Yeah.
I really love that you are putting it all out there in front of your peers, in front of your competitors. You're really speaking from the heart. The last question I have, and then of course, this is question time. Skill or luck? What do you think? Where would you attain your success? Was it skill or was it luck?
I think, of course, there is sort of luck, but I think it's about the team, right? At the end of the day, you can copy the idea, right? You can copy anything. But I think what differentiates the company is the team. And also the behind the team, which is the culture and the core value, right? As long as our team has like teamwork and integrity and like customer first and stuff, right? Basically, and the Kaizen, that's what our core value. We can improve step by step, and maybe we are not perfect, but we can improve. And then as long as we are better than competitors or some players out there, we can keep growing. So I think our team is very important. I mean, everyone talk about like strategies or what's the strengths of yours or like SWOT analysis and whatever. But at the end of the day, I think what makes a difference is a team and culture behind the team.
What advice would you give a tech startup in your field? What advice could you give? There's a lot of entrepreneurs here. There's like 1 million people right now watching on YouTube Live. Hey, Mom, how you doing? What advice could you give them?
I think, firstly for business, what I feel the source of success of doing business in Vietnam is just keep what you should do, right? As long as you keep what we should do every single day, at the end of the day, you are very much better than a lot of players out there. Let's say, I mean, maybe it's easier to talk about 4Ps. Maybe I take example. Let's say you raise a hand in a restaurant, and many of restaurants, they don't look at you, right? They don't notice. You have to say, more, and then finally they know, right? But let's say in a 4Ps, right, we think that is not good. It should be, is basically I raise the hand, staff know, and staff come immediately, right? Of course, cannot be perfect, but at least better than the other competitor. So those small Kaizen accumulation gonna change a lot after 1 year, 2 years, 3 years. Yeah, so I think that's important, yeah.
But let me tell you right now, this is the future. This is how we're all gonna do business one day. And so if any one of you who are in the restaurant industry or in the bar industry, or even in the wholesale industry, wanna talk to Taku one-on-one, this is a great opportunity for you guys to really understand what he's built from scratch and where he's taking his product in the future. Taku, I wish you all the best. I love you because you are you, man.
Yeah, I love you too. Thanks.